In a village nestled amidst rolling hills, there stood a tree. It was ancient and vast, its branches reaching towards the heavens like long emerald arms. The villagers often gathered under its shade, finding respite from the sun and solace in its presence. One day, the villagers decided to chop down the tree. They argued that its wood could build them many houses and its leaves could feed their cattle for years. A wise old man, his face etched with the wisdom of time, pleaded with them. "This tree is a life-giver," he warned. "It brings rain, it shelters our animals, it cleans the air we breathe. To cut it down is to invite disaster." The villagers, blinded by their immediate needs, ignored the old man's warnings. They dismissed his words as the ramblings of an old fool. Armed with axes and saws, they set upon the ancient giant. The sound of chopping echoed through the valley for days. The once mighty tree, its lifeblood seeping from its wounds, finally succumbed to the onslaught. The villagers, their hearts filled with a mixture of triumph and unease, looked upon their handiwork. The tree's massive trunk lay upon the ground, a testament to their victory over nature. The wood from the tree was indeed plentiful. The villagers built new houses, sturdier and more spacious than their old ones. They crafted furniture and tools, their lives seemingly improved by the bounty of the fallen giant. For a while, the village prospered. The villagers revelled in their newfound wealth, their laughter echoing through the valley where the ancient tree once stood. But slowly, subtly, a change crept over the land. The rains that once nourished their crops became infrequent. The air grew hotter, drier. The stream that flowed from the hills, fed by the tree's roots, dwindled to a trickle. The animals that once sought shelter in the tree's branches disappeared, their calls no longer gracing the forest. The land, once fertile and green, turned dry and barren. Crops withered and died, the once abundant harvest reduced to a meager handful. The villagers, their initial joy replaced by a growing sense of dread, watched as their prosperity turned to hardship. The old man, his eyes filled with sadness, watched the village suffer. He knew the truth that the villagers in their haste had failed to see. The tree, in its generosity, had been their protector, their provider. It had brought rain